we're just surrounded by this hilarious group of people, and I feel like my real job was just trying to keep it together and not breaking. Like, I literally cannot keep it together.
Lori thinks I might have something, but are you sure you can handle this?
I'm the top salesman at the dealership. I think I can handle a month alone with the girls. You act like I'm gonna blow the house up.
Bye. Dad, the front door is locked.
There's a window in the back, we'll crawl through that.
Hello everyone, I'm Jacqueline Coley and I want to welcome you all to the big ticket interview for The Breadwinner. I'm here with the cast and filmmakers. Hello, how are you doing?
How are you?
Nate, Mandy, I'm excited. The trailer has definitely got me dialed in, but I'm gonna start with you. Aren't you supposed to be doing Madison Square Garden? Like, aren't you supposed to be just hitting theaters? What made you say like, oh yeah, let me go do 18-hour days on a movie set and a feature film?
Well, I always wanted to do this, and so we were, I'm in the middle of touring right now, and so me and the writer Dan Lagana, we talked about writing a movie together, and this kind of fits with just my stand-up that I talk about a lot, and so we just figured, let's dive into this world, and it's fun to be on a movie set. This is, a world that I do want to introduce and be able to do more of. So,
I love that it's also a takeoff on one of your best jokes about your wife running the house. Like, I love that joke, by the way. It's definitely been all over my TikTok feed. And then you get to play
the wife.
I also love this too, because I think folks that are more familiar with your more recent work with things like This Is Us or maybe like Dr. Death, they forget this is taking you back to your comedy roots. Because I'm a girl that loved Saved and Princess Bride, like the Princess Diaries.
Sure.
I was about to say Princess Bride, but the Princess Diaries.
I wish.
I know, I love it. But yeah, what was it like for you returning to your comedy roots, as I would like to say, but also with this incredible comedian?
Well, I'm not sure that I'm returning to my comedy roots because I'm not necessarily, yucking it up in this film. I get to be mom who keeps things organized, but I think the opportunity to work with someone like Nate, who I'm a deep fan of, and to be, working alongside of him on his feature film debut is like a real feather in the cap, as it were. But also like Will Forte and Kumail and Berlant and Colin Jost, we're just surrounded by this hilarious group of people, and I feel like my real job was just trying to keep it together and not breaking, which I'm pretty terrible at.
I was gonna say, I think you have the harder job just keeping a straight face around all of these people.
It was by far the hardest job. I was like, this is miserable. There were times when I wasn't even on camera, and I remember listening to Will Forte just ad lib, and I was like, this is too much. I literally cannot keep it together.
I mean, and that's what's great for you. You obviously enlisted tons of comedians in this. I mean, did you just turn to folks left at the Comedy Store or whatever?
Yeah.
How did you and Dan sort of decide which were going to be these folks that you wanted to kind of bring in? Did you write some of this stuff with folks like Kumail in mind?
Yeah, I mean, yes. And with Kumail, it's like me and Kumail started comedy together, actually. So we've known each other the longest. So that was actually very nice because he was on the first day of shooting, him and Zach Cherry, who's also wonderful. But the first day of us shooting was Kumail. Is nice to see a friendly face that I've known for over 20 years. And with Kumail and Colin, and I mean, they could come in and really add some stuff. And I know those guys can write as far as Will and everybody, Berlant. And so they were just, knowing them was good. I think you had a comfort there, and that helped having some of that in there. But yeah, we just went to, some of the, people that comics that I know. It's fortunate that you get to do. It's kind of worked out.
Cast your friends.
Yeah, it just kind of worked out.
No, I mean, do it with your friends. If you're going to do it, you might as well have a good time doing it with that. And then I guess for you, I mean, obviously the script had aspects of it that you were most excited about before you get all these lovely folks. What were you most excited about besides getting to work with Nate?
I mean, working with Nate was definitely the cherry on the sundae.
Mm-hmm.
I think there aren't movies like this being made anymore, and being a parent now, and the idea of having this co-viewing experience with my kids, and just thinking back to my own childhood and how much fun it was to go to the movies as a family. The opportunity to be a part of a film like that where we are really bringing people together is so exciting. You know what I mean? There is the real nostalgia quotient. I think for me, reading the script, I was like, oh, this is everything I want to do. It's sweet, it's lighthearted, there's just a little bit of something for everybody.
And I was going to say, that seems to be in the DNA of not just your comedy, but what you did with this one is it does feel like something where this was meant for the family to view it together.
Yes.
I'd love for you to talk a little bit about the pitch for parents and kids as to why they should maybe make this their family night movie experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of stuff is, getting harder to go as a family. I think a lot of entertainment kind of almost finds their niches and then they kind of go for that. And so you just have like a lot of big movies, and for the family to go to, it's a lot of big movies that they have to go to or animated or something. And this is a movie that's just a comedy that, we saw Home Alone, like Mr. Mom. Yeah. We saw these movies growing up, and you would go and you could go see these as a family. And I don't think that is being shown to the kids today. And so you want them to go see it. There's nothing funner than seeing going to a movie and getting to see your kid laugh for the first time and watch them or not for the first time, but laugh and get jokes.
Yeah, all
and
together.
Get adult jokes and stuff like that. So it's all in there for everybody.
Or miss the jokes that you get. That's my favorite one.
Exactly.
Like I love Shrek for that one.
The kids this movie's got a lot of stuff for the kids, but it's not like it was made, it's made for, truly, they can all sit there and watch it and enjoy a day out.
I love that. I just have to say, for folks that they have only probably seen the trailer, you get into a lot. There's like horse riding. What was your favorite antic that you got into on the set? If you can give us that for real quick. That you got to do.
Trying to keep all of it away from Mandy. That was
really?
It was like fun to that's the fun part of just being,
Keeping
she's
secrets.
being busy. She's
And being a boss.
She's been an
out on the
entrepreneur.
road.
She's doing real big things.
And you're just
just being like, hey, everything's fine. It's a
so
lot of that.
every time you had to pretend, that was your favorite part?
I enjoyed that. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm very excited to see you on that horse, though. That's just me.
The horse was fun to ride.
That's great.
You're going the wrong way.
To your school.
To any of our schools.
You don't know where our schools are?
I'm gonna come wrong.
What? No, give me the phone.
Hang on.
Hi, what's up?
So I talked about the antics, but then y'all pulled antics on me because now you've changed.
We just felt like we really owed you, just to look a little bit nicer.
I mean, you are the breadwinner. You got to show off that salary.
We got to show off our style. I got to keep up with this guy.
This was all Mandy's idea.
Your character is a stay-at-home parent, but this is you're definitely going to something in this outfit. But
yes.
What do you hope that stay-at-home parents take from this film? Because I do feel like as much as it's meant for the whole family, there's a big part of it for the folks that hold down the fort.
This movie actually came like a love letter to moms, and I wanted it to be that because there's moms that have this entrepreneurial,
spirit to them,
that they work. There's a lot of moms that do work. There's single moms. Obviously there's moms that want to stay home and they want to be a mom and just do that. And so I liked the idea of showing all the options where you're not saying one's bad, one's good. It's like every family is going to be different. Be who you are. Be the family that you want to be, and just be the best at it. And in this movie, we're fortunate that I married a genius. So,
That's a good way to put it. I mean, I think both of you being creatives, it's like you work maybe for a long period of time, but you may be home for a long period of time. Do you guys have any advice for folks that are maybe stay-at-home parents, which I think both of y'all at different points in your career kind of get to kind of play that same aspect in your family, like the person that's at home maybe a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I really relish the opportunity to do a little bit of both. I feel very, very lucky that I'm able to tap into sort of both sides of what satisfies me, what satiates me in a way. I get to fill my cup at home and fill my cup at work.
Any advice for the ones that are at home?
I would say, oh gosh, it's tough. Have grace for yourself. Recognize that it is the hardest job in the world, period, full stop, no questions asked. And every day brings new challenges, and sort of just trying to look at instead of looking at the big picture, just trying to focus day by day. I know at some points in different chapters of parenthood, it really feels like survival, but we all will get through this together. It's whatever challenging season you may be facing, just know there is light on the other side of the tunnel, and it does get easier and better and all of that. It's just parenthood, it's all about the ebb and flow.
Love that. And what about you? Any advice for the stay-at-home parents?
It's enjoy it. I know when I'm home, it's you got to try and enjoy it. I mean, you're busy. It's it's hard. It's hard to tell someone. People work. People have busy lives. They have you're taking especially sports now. Kids' sports are bananas.
Yeah.
You got to take kids everywhere, and you got to usually work as a team to go drop this one off to here and that one off to there and wherever you got to go. A lot of things that I notice with my wife is very positive. So I see how she wakes up my daughter in the morning and always does it very positively and does it in as long as it can go positive. But it's, but she's, I always notice that. She's very sweet in the morning, very positive, no matter if she's tired, no matter what. It's just trying to kind of,
Set
get
the
them
tone
going,
for the
set
day.
the tone for the day.
That's
and,
important.
I think that's a very
Absolutely.
important thing to do.
Goes a long way.
Since you say it's a celebration of both types of motherhood, I would ask the same advice you have for the folks that maybe aren't the ones that are maybe on the road doing comedy or maybe off doing a movie, whatever. What advice would you have for that side of the parental unit, the ones that maybe don't get to be as entrenched as the folks that are at home?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of people that work and they travel, and just not doing this industry, but in a lot of industries. And I always looked at it as, for comics, or I speak for myself, is I bring her out they come on the road, they come to some trips, and they do that. And then when I am home, it's weird because you're like, I might be gone on the weekend, but then I'm home like during the week the whole time.
Yeah.
And so it's like hour-wise, it's all kind of switches, and that's where your partner that you're in it with is, make them feel like they're not gone. FaceTime is a game changer. Like that's and I feel bad for all the parents for FaceTime, because FaceTime just changes at least you're seeing them every day.
Yeah.
And there's it's not the most ideal connection you're having with them, but there is a connection no matter where you're at in the world.
I think recognizing that it's about quality over quantity, and I try to look when it's hardest to be away from my kids. I try to focus on the fact that like I'm modeling to them doing something that you love, like chasing a dream, finding something that you're passionate about. And although it does take you away sometimes from the people that you love, like it's important to honor that side of yourself as well. And also like we're working, we're providing for the family. So I focus on like when I am home, I'm able to really like immerse myself in quality time with everybody, and that's what's most important, I think.
I dig that. Speaking of business, taking care of business, you have Shark Tank featured in this, which I think is so cool.
Yeah.
You're contributing to the Kevin O'Leary acting sort of
Canon?
prevalence.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
as to say, you, Marty
Sure.
Supreme. But I'm curious, like, how did that come about? How did you pitch them to then get them to say yes? Did you have a relationship with the Shark Tank folks? How did it come to be?
Dad's staying at home, and when you're doing a movie like that, it's like we wanted to make something different. Mr. Mom has been made, and so you wanted to have some kind of different kind of aspect to it. And I like the idea of this, where it was this great thing where his wife is going to go, possibly change the family's life.
In a very measurable way. And there's
yes.
something about Shark Tank that lends like a legitimacy too.
Yes.
Like there's something super modern about the idea of like a regular mom who gets swept up with this like incredible invention that she made, and it takes her to Korea, to factories, and it really, like the device of leaving dad at home because of that, it felt very real.
Nice.
But
It
also,
made the movie feel real. Like when we were
Yeah.
filming it, it was like after Shark Tank, you're like, oh, like this is we're making a
I've
movie.
never been so nervous.
Oh,
She
wow.
actually did do it exactly like Shark Tank, because it was all them.
Because
And
it's a
she had to
real,
go
like,
pitch
live
So
that in.
basically,
Yeah.
they had a
Wow.
full day of filming, like a couple Shark Tank episodes, and we were at they slotted us in like at the very end of the day. So we had like an hour and a half, and it was like we were on the clock, and we filmed it like any entrepreneur would walk out there and film a regular Shark Tank episode. And obviously it was scripted, so Mr. Wonderful had his lines and Lori had her lines and whatnot, but I felt the nerves that I would imagine people truly feel. And I got like the whole pep talk from the stage manager. He's like, do you want me to give you the pep talk I normally give people before they walk down the plank? I was like, yes.
Oh my God.
And I was in it, but I was like, my heart was beating out of my chest that first time I walked down. And I wanted it to feel real. I was like, this is a woman who's not been on camera before. And like truly the nerves that you would feel like, with your life and your livelihood kind of on the line, the stakes are so unbelievably high. I definitely felt it.
Yeah, and they killed it too, because they were
Oh, they
even
were
the in
great.
between, because they got arguing, and so they very much like were
They
able
took
to.
the script
They took it and then
really elaborated.
Yeah, they were
and
very
ad-libbed
funny
and stuff. I was like, oh, these guys are really
they're-
they're able to joke
yes,
around
yes.
with each other in a very
Oh.
like casual, organic way.
You definitely see. You're like, oh, that's why the show's.
Yeah,
been on.
that's
They have the
They're-
chemistry.
secret
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah,
They're,
yeah.
they're great.
Do you have a pitch? Would you have you wrote one into the screenplay, so you kind of have gotten it out. Do you got a
Yeah.
pitch which you would want to
I have no pitch.
I have no. Yeah. I
Like
know. I was
after the
thinking-
fact, when you see stuff, you're like, what?
Yeah.
I guess if
my
you had a pitch,
God.
you'd be pitching it. You wouldn't be here promoting
Correct.
them. Here's
I
the
wouldn't
pitch.
be here.
Well,
I wouldn't
here's
be doing this day job.
Here's my pitch. I think we all can make this pitch, which is that people should see more movies in theaters. We're filming this right here
Bingo.
at CinemaCon.
That's a
So
great
something
pitch.
that I do feel y'all could give a Shark Tank pitch for is why folks need to see The Breadwinner in theaters.
To go do stuff with your family, to go out. We want you to be together. We want you to go see this together. We want this to be a memorable experience, and go have your kids want to buy everything, and you got to calm them down, and you can get one candy. You can get the whole. I'm into the idea these are memories that you have. I remember taking my daughter to the first movie and how fun it was, and so we want to create that, and this movie invites you to have that experience with your family.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think there's enough opportunity for us to spend time together in this way, and nothing can replicate the experience of seeing a movie in a theater. That can never go away. Like there is magic of sharing that experience, not just with your family and loved ones, but with like a room full of like-minded people that all want to laugh, that all want to just go and enjoy themselves and like forget about the worries of their life. There's no way to experience that other than like having your butt in the seat watching the big screen.
Yeah, and to the teenagers, if you go, you don't have to talk to your parents because there's a movie on. So that's a win for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sold. I would like to invest 100% into your company.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for being here. And again, I want to remind folks that you can buy tickets for The Breadwinner. They are on sale now on Fandango.